in the lab.
I did. Let's go, Nas.
It's time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly set to get this one going. Off we go from Landover. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Oh, ready? At 18. That's it.
A run with the former Buckeye, Quinshon Judson. And he'll get about 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Again, it's Judson. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. It was Zach Sealer in on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Three plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2.
At 18. That's it.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught by Harrison right side.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. A big play there for Washington. 31 yards.
So anytime you're playing with 2 high safeties and then man coverage underneath, all the defenders are going to be inside, underneath leverage. So all those out-breaking routes, they're going to be there, and they're able to take advantage of it.
Open space inside the 10. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal. This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Judkins is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
That's a really important opening drive here, Mike. You think back a week ago, there was a lot of disappointment. It was a long week of practice, a lot of questions that had to be answered inside that building. So you want to come and show, hey, last week is over. We are a lot better than how we looked then, and we can't do it a lot better than that.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Down. 33, yellow. 10 cycles. Ready?
Love to throw to get started. Rolling right. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Taken at the 19. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's out wide to Judkins. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
Judkins now on 1st and 10. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
18, that's it.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's Tyler Warren, the tight end. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Oh, ready?
Right back to Warren again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
This makes the score. Commanders 14, Chiefs nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Go now. Ready.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Ready.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Red. Black 40. Hut.
To throw is Love. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A pickup of 21 on that connection. 1st down, KC.
Set. Ready. Come on. Yellow. 40 seconds.
On the ground, it's Taylor. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign.
Joey Slye lining up for the
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go. Let's attack.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
On 2nd down, Stroud. He's across midfield. And they will finally run him down. A big play there for Washington. 33 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
On the give, it's Judkins. And he'll get forward. Give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Buggy. How was that? TJ.
Stroud to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown Commanders. It's his 3rd touchdown extra point is up and through. And the Commanders will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Cut, cut.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Here we go.
On play action, Stroud. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5.
Oh, right. 18. What's that?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to Judkins. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Jalen Hawkins there on the tackle.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's 3rd and 2.
All right. 18. What's that?
Down, Stroud. And that is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Schrader's kick is good. And the Commanders have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Indecision right away. delay of game to start this drive.
62 blaster. Set hut. 60 red. Set.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Ready, ready.
They go right back to Taylor. They'll be marked down very close to the first down. They got 14 of the 15 that they needed. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Love. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will go all the way. Jalen Knowles. Touchdown, KC. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs back within 10. It's now 24-14.
Chiefs 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. Down the sideline, past the 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They run once more with Judkins. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. With Devian Clowney there in run support.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Here's Judkins. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7.
Out, what's right? 118, what's right?
Stroud gonna set up to throw. That's caught. It's Isaac to slide. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
Yards on the play.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Out, what's right?
From the gun, a give to Judkins. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Washington. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. The extra point is good. And the Commanders add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Now we go from to find a solution for us. We go from Harry inside to ready to go.
A very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Hut.
Here's Lowe to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. 22 needle. Ready?
Look wide. Get this one complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Okay, ready? Ready. Hut.
To throw is Love. With the man, he's got it. It's London. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Slide through.
First down.
Ready.
Back to throw is Love. Forced to his right. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. from the 38 now. Here's second down and 5.
Set, hut. Yellow, 22. Ready?
Throwing is Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. Abdul Carter. He gets into drop in for his first sack of the young season. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Let's go now. 33. Ready.
Here's Love. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
That's incomplete.